participants might really look at hip-hop as being just rap music. But I wanted to mention that it is a vast culture, and in August of 2023, hip-hop is going to be 50 years old. So it's full of traditions and worldviews and other arts that cross racial and ethnic boundaries, yes, and even political views, unlike any other culture worldwide. And it cannot be ignored in education nor health.
As an educator, Dr. P. Thandi Hicks-Harper noticed early on how hip-hop was emerging and the impact it was having on her own child.
My then young son was trying to be a rapper, and I saw how it was motivating him to really tune into not only his health by way of KRS-One, who's actually a hip-hop icon, who talked about eating healthy during that time. And I said, there must be something to this.
This is another public service announcement. You can believe it or you can doubt it.
From that point on, she made a decision to spend the rest of her life trying to understand it, and she wanted to look at it from the perspective of education and health. So with the help of a colleague, she created a curriculum that would connect the two.
Within our curriculum, we actually have this whole piece called The Rhyme. And this is an area where we take the lyrics of various hip-hop artists to see whether or not what they're saying glamorizes drug use or does not glamorize drug use. So young people participate in dissecting the lyrics and actually talking specifically about what is in their best interest and what is not in their best interest.
Hip Hop to Prevent targets middle and high school students and is being used across the country in places like Texas, North Carolina, and Florida by teachers and youth development specialists. Of the many artists she uses in her teachings, 2 of them hail from Hampton Roads. She shares the story of Grammy Award-winning producer, singer, songwriter, and rapper Timbaland, who found himself addicted to opioids but overcame.
I had to realize that I'm still that guy from the country, Virginia Beach. I'm just great at music, and I felt like I was abusing my gift that God gave me. And when I was on the drugs, he took that gift away. And I couldn't hear music the same. I just really kind of recently got it back to where I can hear it.
Another example of learning through lyrics is the song Hampton Roads' own Missy Elliott recorded with the Clark sisters, called I'm Not Perfect.
We've been through things, feels like we've been to hell and back.
We've been through things, feels like we've been to hell and back. And the ones you've lost, I'd give my life if I could bring them back. And your self-esteem might be low from what people say. Hold your head up high. I promise it's going to be okay. And it's so relative to what's happening right now with COVID-19, and a message like this, which we have been using as a part of our implementation of hip-hop to prevent substance abuse and HIV and AIDS, and it has resounded, which is why I'm talking about it right now, because young people have an opportunity to really speak out and not be contained.
Dr. Hicks-Harper says during this pandemic, we're seeing more and more young people being quarantined and becoming stressed, anxious, and looking for ways to escape and are turning to drugs.
Even though marijuana is decriminalized or legal in various areas of the country, that doesn't mean that it's good for you. Unquestionably, it doesn't mean that it's okay for you to use. Right now, your brain is developing, and whereas it would have a different effect on an older person, for you, it is really detrimental. So our curriculum provides resiliency skills for them to use, like introducing strategies, for example, for bouncing back from feeling low, like coping strategies, whether it be meditation or mindfulness or reaching out to someone they look up to. It's an unfortunate situation, but it is the reality. It's the reality of what's happening right now, and HUP is unquestionably a solution to that.
Normally, Dr. Hicks-Harper would be out in the community helping spread the Hip Hop to Prevent message through forums, youth conferences, and seminars. But during this period of social distancing, she's turning to the internet to help spread the word to young people that there are opportunities for them to both speak and be heard. For Another View, I'm Lisa Godley.